What have you done in life that leads you to believe you have nothing else to work on? How are you so high minded that you think that you flawless? Like you have no issues, no flaws. There's nothing else that you can do greater. Listen, it's a mentality like that that will keep people stagnant. And if not stagnant, regressing in life. It's a mentality that people are just so narcissistic and just so high minded, so elevated in their mind that they think there's nothing greater. Like they have nothing, no flaws, nothing to work on, right? See, there's a reason why I title this Pride is a Beast, because pride equates to blindfolds. Pride equates to having a sense of, you know, unawareness of your own issues, a sense of just complete unawareness of what you can work on that's better to make yourself a better person, to make yourself more like Christ, right? Pride will stop relationships from flourishing. Pride will keep you in a place of, unflourishing relationships, or a place that you can't grow in the Lord, or a place that, people just don't want to be around prideful people. Put it that way. People are not looking for other people that are prideful and looking to build a relationship with them, right? Pride will sever relationships. It will cut off relationships, not only from growing, but it will cut off relationships completely. Because say you're in a marriage, or say you're in a relationship with a significant other, and one person is always um, looking to make things better, but the other person is prideful. Like I said earlier, pride equates to blindfold. So one person is humble enough to admit their faults. One person is humble enough to say sorry. One person is humble enough to want to grow in the relationship, not just in the relationship together, but also individually as a person. One person wants to change. One person wants to not stay stagnant, but continue to grow, right? But the other person is kind of the opposite. They're very prideful. They have those blindfolds to where they can't see their flaws. Even if the other person points it out to them, they can't see their flaws, right? That's not a healthy relationship. That's not a relationship that's going to flourish. That's not a relationship that's going anywhere. Because in order to grow in a relationship, you need two people that's walking the same path, that has the same goals and ambitions. The two people that is humble enough to receive correction from each other, and to receive, um, things that is maybe bothering the other person that needs to, be addressed. But that's where being humble comes into play. And if pride is present in that relationship, or even in that one person, it's going to be hard, if not impossible, for that relationship to grow. Pride is truly a beast, because that's why the Bible says that God opposes the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. Grace is that ability to keep on going, to get the job done, that the strength that you need, in that moment or in that season of your life. Grace will empower you. That's what grace does. Grace empowers you. But that's why it says God opposes the proud, right? The proud is too high minded to even accept God's grace. The proud is too high minded to even um, realize that they need help. It's too high minded to realize that there is some things that need to be worked on. There is some things that need to be addressed. But, imagine trying to help somebody that don't think that they need help, but that they need help, right? That's what pride does. It's blinders. It's gonna block you from seeing you. It's gonna block you and prevent you from growing, and it's gonna prevent you from uh, trying to make better choices, trying to fix yourself up, trying to do better, because in your head everything is good. In your head there's nothing that needs to be worked on. In your head you're doing things flawlessly, you're doing things perfect. That's pride. If there's one thing that you need to get rid of in your life immediately, is pride. Now we're all a work in progress. Obviously, people are working on themselves. People are no one's perfect, right? But as long as you're humble enough to receive correction, as long as you're humble enough to want to work on things pertaining to yourself first, then you're gonna grow. You're gonna change. You're gonna make mistakes along the way, but you're gonna change. You're gonna keep on going. But the moment you let pride get into your heart and to grip you and to keep you in a stagnant position, it's going to stop you from growing. It's going to stop you from advancing in relationships. It's going to stop you from growing in the Lord. It's going to stop you and stifle relationships and potential relationships in the future. Pride is a beast. If you don't get anything else from this video, understand that pride is blindfolds. Pride is a beast, and pride will keep you stuck if you let it.